Well, hello. What's up? I'm gonna try something different today. Instead of playing another Lego video game, I actually want to build some Lego. It's kind of the whole reason that I decided to start streaming in the first place. So hopefully everything that I have set up actually works, and you can have some fun with me. This set is super exciting, wicked excited that this came out. It's really actually pretty neat to see. But before I get to that, Lego also had an announcement. They were hyping up June, I think it was June 26th. We'll find out in a second. They were hyping it up for a while, and made it sound like there was an announcement that was going to come out on the 26th, but that announcement actually happened today, or sometime last night after I went to sleep. So here's what they had to say.
Whoa!
You're darn right, whoa.
If you don't love me now, you gon' love me tomorrow. Get it?
You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love me.
So yeah, LegoCon. That's exciting. Online, obviously. I'm just imagining like a LegoCon in person and that Lego house, and it's just another thing I'm looking forward to. So June 26th, the times are there. The website is obviously lego.com. Throw that in the chat real quick too. I don't really know how a lot of this streaming stuff works. But yeah, so anyway. On to what we're really here for and what I'm really excited about. Lego announced sometime in May, probably mid-May, that they were coming out with a brand new set designed by one of the head honchos at Lego. And I was so excited to see this. So they come out with their Everyone is Awesome set. It just came out today. It just hit stores. It went on sale just after midnight last night. And of course, I had to physically get my hands on it. I could not wait. I may or may not have stayed up until midnight to order it online, and then thought, I don't want to wait for it to ship. I don't know when it's going to ship. So instead, I went and got it at the store also. So this is it. Haven't opened it yet, but I'm so excited for this. Ready? You ready? This it's actually pretty cool because this whole set has a bunch of new pieces in it that didn't exist before, hairstyles, the most monochromatic or monochrome single color minifigs of any set. I could some things out of the way here. My desk is a mess. I apologize. I was fully, as prepared as I got. I'm fully unprepared. I did cut my nails though, because hand model. I haven't painted them yet for Pride. That's gonna happen probably shortly after this. We'll do a little building and a little lunch. Let's take a peek at these instructions. So one of the things I really like that LEGO's been doing lately is they have these art pieces that they're coming out. You know, everyone kind of had a hissy over a rainbow themed Lego set because Legos are for kids. You don't want kids to see that or blah 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 whatever. So I grew up with Lego. It was a large portion of my life, especially when I was really young. Just ask my mom the stories of me coming home from as early as kindergarten. She'd always ask me how my day was. And, well, first of all, Mom, it was kindergarten, like colored or something. I don't know. But usually my answer was fine. And everybody that knows me knows that that's usually just the answer is fine. But, you know, she'd try to talk to me about my day, and instead I would go in my room, and I would probably be there from whenever I got home from kindergarten, which in those days was a half day. And Lego was where my time was spent. And that's, I mean, as far as I can remember, and it's something that I've always wanted everything of. Every Lego set I want. And I still do. It seems like they just get more expensive, but I think they also get more intricate, and that's, you know, back to my original point. It's cool to see a set like this to me, because as a kid you look for yourself in things and you try to find things that you can relate to, and you know, being a young gay, queer, whatever you want to call it, child. You know, we don't need to go through my whole coming out story. Maybe some other time. But, you know, I didn't really understand what it was until I was in high school. But I think, you know, it's different for everybody. And there was definitely things in my life that kind of made me think I'm not like some of the people around me. And boy, ain't that the truth. So to see something like this from a company that I have had a bond with for, you know, most, if not all of my life, that means a lot to me. It means a lot to me as a fan, an adult fan, a gay fan. And I'm just this. I really can't say enough about it. So I think it is important for children to have toys like this, to see things like this, and see that that they can relate to a toy. You know, the Barbies and the Kens and the G.I. Joes. You know, I never really saw myself in those toys, but Lego I was always a part of. It was always a part of me, and now it feels like even more so. The other big thing that people brought issue with was that it says 18 plus on it. So first of all, Karen, this ain't for your kids anyway. But really it's not, because it's, you know, not made for kids. It's made for everyone. Most Lego sets you see are like from age whatever to 99. So also, like, why can't I play with them when I'm 100 if I live to be that old, which I don't know that I necessarily would want to. But so the reason behind it being 18 plus is because it's really not meant to be something that you play with and you interact with. It's really meant to be one of their art pieces, which, like I said, is this whole cool concept that they're doing, including these booklets that the way they set them up, the way they design them I think they're beautiful. But enough talking about it. I have got to build it. There's a big story in the beginning of this about how this set actually came to be. The person that designed it, this gentleman, Matthew Ashton, he's the vice president of design for the Lego company. He also happens to be a member of the LGBTQIA+ community. Goals, seriously. Like, I wish I had this talent. I wish I had this job. So I'm going to start by opening everything, trying to separate it. This is where everything goes awry with Lego that I love. Was, the newer sets are all numbered, so they'll have like a number on the package, and then it'll say package number 1, and these are the instructions for those. And I remember the days of getting things like, they're not numbered, they're just packages. ASMR. But I would usually just rip all of them open, dump them all together, and part of the fun was actually trying to find the pieces you're looking for. At least for me. And that frustration of not being able to find that one piece and looking and looking and looking, and then realizing that you were sitting on it or it was underneath your book or something of that sort. So let's see what we got here. A lot of color. Love it. I know it's usually hard to tell. I don't hide things well with my face, but I definitely do with my voice. The level of excitement that I'm feeling right now. I'm so excited that I could pee, and I probably should have before I started live streaming. Meh. There you go. Also recycle. Make sure you recycle your plastic bags, everybody. A really cool thing that Lego is also doing, that they've been in the process of doing for a while, and they have, there's a goal date set that I don't know off the top of my head, but they're actually moving to plant-based plastics, so a more sustainable resource. I could never in my life imagine it, but if somebody threw away a Lego, first of all, I'ma find you. I'ma get you, and I'm gonna shove that Lego down your throat and then take it back because it's mine. What are you throwing away a Lego for, you fool? But if someone were to throw away a Lego, that's plastic in the dump. That's bad for the environment. So they're moving towards, recycled materials for their packaging. They're moving towards plant-based plastics for their actual pieces. There's a bunch of sets right now. There's a bouquet of flowers. There's one coming out, I want to say in August, where they have whole sets already that are using these plant-based plastics, and I just think it's a cool thing they're doing. But we're not here for plant-based plastics. We're here for some gay shit. Okay. Now we're gonna build the minifigs. Who do we start with? So we'll just start at the top, right? So maybe just pull out all the pieces that we need. Bunch of bodies. Do you ever wonder if the song Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, It's Raining Men, and Free Fallin' are all actually about the same situation, just from a different person's perspective. Did you ever think about that? A lot of this is just going to be me quietly playing with Lego, because that's how I do it. No, you can't play with me, but you can watch. And no, I don't want to talk to you. Well, I mean, I want to talk to you. Normally, this is like this is my quiet time. This is a way for me to clear my head, not think about other things. Everybody got stress in their life, right? I got a lot of stress in mine. Anybody wants some of my stress? You don't. Trust. And if anybody's actually watching, if you want to let me know if the music, which allegedly I'm allowed to play, is too loud, too quiet, let me know how the video is, because all I can see is what I can see, and on my end, it looks I'm pretty sure some of these colors are actually new. There's some new hairstyles. Though I couldn't tell you off the top of my head which ones. Hairstyles off the top of my head. That's stupid. Also, if you notice at the beginning, this isn't a traditional rainbow, and it's actually based off of the redesigned pride flag. Which I don't even want to talk about the fact that there was controversy over it. But again, it's about seeing yourself and feeling represented in the things that are meant to represent you. So the pride flag is a rainbow. Yes, it's all the colors are there. But there are certain individualized groups that have kind of always been singled out or have had a more difficult time. There's specific subsects of the LGBTQIA plus community that didn't feel entirely represented, and honestly you didn't really see them as well as you do in this new version of the pride flag. And specifically that would be people of color, black queer people, which honestly shaped a lot of what we all know about gay and queer culture today. From Stonewall almost 52 years ago now, to all sorts of different trends. It's really been, the charge has really been led by a lot of gay and trans and queer, black and people of color. The other community that, is kind of been historically underrepresented and really needs to get more recognition is the trans community. I don't know if you've seen the stories, because I don't know that they're really as public as they probably should be. It's probably more like the smaller news outlets, but the number of trans people being targeted because they're trans and being attacked and being murdered is, it's not shrinking. Despite us feeling like, we're safer in our communities and we're safer to be who we are, the fact of the matter is we aren't all safe. So this redesigned pride flag, and you'll have to forgive me, I don't know the guy's name that designed it, but I will find it, and I will say the name. Redesigned it with a purpose and with intent, keeping the original rainbow in it, as well as adding more to it. so that we all can feel like we're part of something. Alright, I think I've got everybody pulled out. Oh, no, I'm missing most of light blue. What are you doing, Dan? Get your life together. Building Lego at noon on a Tuesday. Get your life together. Hopefully this is just the start of me doing this. The number of Lego sets that I have that are not built yet because I wanted to do this is outrageous. This wasn't supposed to be the first one. I actually have the Lego grand piano that, you know, I was having not the best day, the best morning, the best week. So I spent money I don't have on things I don't need, which is perfectly reasonable. It's not really. So I've had the Lego grand piano for like a minute, and I haven't put it together yet. And again, if you know me and my obsession, the fact that I gotta find orange legs. The fact that I haven't done that yet is just the self-control I've exhibited in not ripping open every single box and putting them all together as fast as I possibly can. I'm even a little impressed. Alright. I should show you more of what I'm doing. Light blue guy. See it? See it? Am I a YouTuber now? See it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it in this camera? This is, I think this is me. I mean, blue is one of my favorite colors. This is it's green. Show off the hairstyles too, I guess. You can put it in a bun. I know it's a ponytail. Relax. Also, if anybody's actually watching, I see these viewer number. Yeah, I said number. We're one viewer. If you want to share my stream, I'd appreciate it. Get some more people watching. I'm also participating in this thing called Extra Life, which is kind of a play on words. It's video gaming that raises money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So our local one, Albany Medical Center, just built a pediatric ER, isolated from the adult ER, which is fantastic. Like, fully isolated. There's locked doors between it. This blue one might actually be more. And again, that money all goes directly towards the local Children's Miracle Network hospital. And there's a few different individual centers at Albany Med, but it's all under Albany Medical Center. And they do great things. You know, I've got a friend and coworker who had some experience there and had a great experience because of them. So I would appreciate that. Also, if you want to just throw some cash at me, because I have a problem with Lego in that I need more. I am also a charity, and if you really want to donate this Pride Month to a gay charity, why not just give your money to me, an actual gay? No, really. Can I just have your money? Like $5 or something? This stuff's expensive. I'm on Cash App. $ Medic Danny, that's me. Venmo. I got it all. We just chilling and building Lego. Oh, this purple one must be a new hairstyle. There's no way that hair existed before. That is so cool. It's like, that's almost drag queen hair. Big. Oh, I gotta find your head. Another fun Lego thing, Legoland New York. It's started previews, May 29th. Right? Yeah, May 29th. We actually went to a preview event. I don't want to say I was disappointed, so I'll just imply it. You know, the original opening date was actually July 4th of last year. Obviously, there was a global pandemic that, you know, kind of messed a lot of that up. But the fact that now it's almost a full year after they were originally set to open, and so we were at this special preview event. I bought first to play passes. You know, early access. It also granted us a full year-long season pass, and that includes any of the Legoland theme parks. I think it's Merlin attractions. I think that's what they're called. I should really get some facts written down so I don't just sound like I'm making things up, or just sound more confident. Merlin attractions. That is what it's called. So I can set these guys aside in the order I will need them later. Another classic Lego thing is minifigs first, then the set afterwards. So staying true to their brand here. Anyway, so we went to this special preview thing, and I didn't really know what to expect. I've never been to a Legoland before. I had a feeling it was probably geared more towards kids. I did not realize it was as geared towards kids as it is, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I don't have children. I don't want to have children. I don't even really have other people's children ever. I know some people that would have a great time with their kids, but I don't think I'd have a great time with them with their kids. And just the amount of the park that it looks like is still left to finish is astounding. And I just don't... They gotta pick up the pace. I'll say that. But they've got a really big Lego store there. And of course I spent more money on Lego that I'll be building with all y'all. The next one's probably actually going to be, they have exclusive sets that are only sold at Legoland. So I want to build that one probably next, and continue to put off the grand piano. The grand piano might just happen behind the scenes. Maybe I'll just not actually live stream it, because that's going to be a long one. Alright, minifigs are done. Onto the build. I'm also going to apologize. Part of my plan was to have a separate frame there that kind of showed the instructions so you could see what I was doing a little bit better. But it took me so long to get some of my equipment working that I bought the set at 10 o'clock when the store opened. And I just started streaming however long ago. Looks like there was some sort of issue with my stream, because it says I've been live for 6 minutes, and I know it's been longer than that, so probably gonna be 8,000 videos. So in the future, I plan on having a little piece in the corner somewhere. Hopefully you can see the instructions. There's a couple different ways I found I could probably do it. Step 1. Done. Easy. Is there anybody here with me on Twitch? Can't really see any other chat windows. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause at step 2. Just open my browser real quick. Don't mind me while my face just darts around the screen, and please ignore the mess in the background. No? Yo. Oh, hey, girl. Hey. I was talking about you. How you doing? You at work? I'm playing with Lego. Another fun fact about Lego. The plural of Lego is actually Lego, if you didn't know that. So... that's interesting, probably just to me. Okay. So, back to where we were. Step 3. Some of these. Build up our little base plate here. I should have mentioned him because he's kind of hiding in the corner. One cool thing that I did grab while we were at Legoland is this guy. Came with a few different bricks, and there's writing on it. But like, I'm obsessed. Like, I kind of actually want to buy a whole bunch of them. And the point behind them is to just make it yours. Do what you want. There's some crazy people, not people, but crazy creative ideas that people have done where, you know, the painting on them, they've incorporated other things. I'm actually thinking about trying to 3D print like a top hat and like some accessories and stuff, because I think that would be a cool thing. But I also like, you know, just the plainness of it, and you know, it kind of goes back to Lego's first toy, and Lego's first patent, which was not for a brick. They actually didn't start out like this. But I'm not going to tell you what it was. I want you to go find it yourself. Alright, so I did that. I'll turn it over. A bunch to do on the back here. Goes from the first step being literally a piece to then, oh, you gotta put 8,000 things on it. Calm down, Lego. The name Lego also comes from a Danish phrase that means play well, and I think that that's just cool. Danish company. I don't know if you knew that or not. It's kind of important to know. Alright. We got a base down. So, some space in the center. Let's get queer, y'all. I'll start. Done. Sorry, I keep hitting my face on my microphone, which means I could probably put it in a better spot. I just have so much stuff on this desk. Better here, better here. Number one. I should probably just get my lapel mic out. Use that. Or just stop talking. Whichever works. Alright. Everyone feel like this music's the right kind of mood? Cool with this? Try to find something else. It's popsicle. So my live stream, you know, you can see my social media at the bottom. I am live streaming right now on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. I'm trying desperately to get back into posting TikToks so I can get enough followers to live stream on TikTok. So please like my things. Please like me. Please. That's why I'm sitting in my office alone at 1:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, while it's actually sunny out for the first time in a couple days, putting together Lego. Like it, share it, subscribe. Okay. I love this the purple that. It's just, oh. This is a great set. I'm gonna cry about it. And no, that's not stupid. I cried at the end of the movie Logan last night, so. It's a freaking Marvel movie. I'm crying. Look at that. Look at that. Seriously, beyond, like, just. This is why I'm not going to cancel the online order I made at midnight either, because I want them everywhere in my house. And maybe I'll let Jason build one. Actually, I don't think you can get it anymore. It was a very, very brief period of time, but a while ago I had seen... Well, first of all, they make, back to the art Lego things, they make Lego mosaics. There's a Marilyn Monroe one, actually, that I still have to make. And it's neat because it has different colors you can make it in, so I need 3 more of them. Back to that donating to gay causes. I'm a gay, and I need your money cause. I need to buy more of these Marilyn Monroe art mosaics to have the full set. Not that I have anywhere to put it. That's irrelevant. As I told some small child at Legoland who was saying, well, I don't know where I would put it when it's done, to her mom. And I said, well, that's no excuse to not buy it, sweetheart. Because I'm just out here to teach the children. Anyway, so they have these art mosaics, and at some point I had seen one of, like, people, like, you could have your own face as a mosaic. And I'm like, why don't I own that yet? Because, in the words of Ariana Grande, I want it, I got it. Like, it's done. It happens. So I actually found out that you could only get these sets in specific stores that had, like, a whole setup with like a camera, and it takes your picture, and then it makes the mosaic, and it puts the set together and gives you the instruction sheet, and you go home. And of course, all of these stores were in like Europe, in European countries. And then out of nowhere, as I've been taking months and months to try to find, did somebody build a program that could do it? Is there a way I could do it myself with Photoshop and take my picture and pixelate it down and then just order the pieces one brick at a time, like through the pick-a-brick sort of deal? They had the sets and they were on sale. And I'm 99% sure the max you could buy was 2, so I bought 2 because I'm like, I'm just going to do it. And now I don't think you can even get them anymore. Like, out of the blue, they're just gone. So I made my Lego mosaic. We still have to make Jason's. I'll build a whole damn house out of Lego if I have to. Open in the window time, because like just hearing my breathing isn't bad enough, and the fan noise from my computer, you also want to hear the wind. And this one bird that makes the most noise. I mean, good for you, girl. Get your life. Maybe it's the male. I don't know. Do the males make noise? Right? Because they're usually the more colorful ones, and the ones that they do everything opposite of the way we do it. Women out here putting on makeup and shit for men. Birds be like, I don't think so. Not today, ma'am. Goodbye. I'm gonna build these I'm gonna call them runways. These little runways that all the minifigs go on. Which also, I need to remember we need to put our pride flag up. We kind of have a rough schedule of changing flags out on the front of our house. So for all of June, we'll have some form of a pride flag. We have a few different ones. But I am going to choose the redesigned pride flag, which we previously spoke about, which has all of these wonderful colors in it. Because I like it. I like it a lot. So we'll start with that one, but we also have, like, just the classic rainbow pride flag. I should have done separate everything by color first. Segregation's not cool though, Dan. Separate can never be equal. That was dumb. So we have, the new pride flag, and then we have a traditional pride flag, which is, the rainbow color. The rainbow color? Rainbow colors. And then we have one that is that, but with, it's like an American flag version of that, so stars and stripes in the corner. So I think the progression is probably going to be the new pride flag because I said so. And then closer towards the end of June, we'll switch over towards probably the American pride flag, because then it's almost July. So 4th of July. And then 4th of July, we actually have a Betsy Ross flag, 13 stars on it, that we got when we were in Philadelphia, I want to say. Virginia. I think we were in Virginia. 'Cause I think that's when we went to, like, Colonial Williamsville town. Or whatever it is. And we'll put up... I like to put up the Betsy Ross flag on the 4th of July because I think it means something about history and blah, 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 blah. Sometimes I do things a little out of order because my brain works in weird ways. I shouldn't say weird ways. My brain works in different ways than most conventional brains. And sometimes it just don't work. Do you see any two flat brown pieces? Can you see them? Point to them. I feel like Dora the Explorer telling everybody to say map and then standing there silently hearing nothing. There we go. I gotta adjust this. Driving me insane. I muted myself. Like I was saying, the way this microphone is mounted right now is forcing me to have good posture. I hate it. Come on, Red. Is everybody else seeing those weird blurs of lines that I'm wondering if it's my internet connection or my processor's just giving up? Which it shouldn't be because this computer has all of the processing. And y'all got fun Lego memories or memories of a specific toy or game from when you were young that, you know, it was kind of like your go-to, your thing? Thank you. It's probably just my I've got a lot of things going on right now, so it's probably just trying to keep up with all the graphics processing. Because obviously I need to be able to see myself and what I'm doing. But thank you for letting me know. One thing I do remember from when my sister and I were young is Lite-Brite and funnily. I mean, it's not odd. It's funny. Funnily. I don't think that's a good word. I'll just call it a word. Funnily enough, that's gonna bother me. My mom and my sister actually found our Lite-Brite from when we were kids. Like OG Lite-Brite, still have it. I'm pretty sure some of the patterns were still there. Like legit, have it, keep it, own it. You're jealous. I wish we had two when I was a kid because then I would take the second one. The only frustrating thing for me was like it's never as fun the second time. Like part of the fun was pushing the pegs through the paper, and then once you did that once, it was like okay, it still makes cool designs, and lights up. Like I mean, come on, y'all. Like, this was, like, we didn't have LEDs. That wasn't a thing. This was, I mean, I'm pretty sure LEDs existed, but it wasn't like every light is an LED. I've got at least 8,000 LED lights on me right now because of these light panels. But it was like, that was so cool. Like, talk about a neat concept and toy. And I mean, I don't even know what kids play with now. Guns. I mean, we got Nerf guns. Super Soakers. Are Super Soakers still a thing? They still make those? Or are those too violent? Out here playing Grand Theft Auto, but you can't have a Super Soaker though. And like some of those Super Soakers were like massive. Backpacks full of water. That's why kids were like fit or more fit then. Running around like camels. Throwing water in the backs. Making progress. She thirsty. Alright, make our little green runway. So what else? Lite-Brite, Lego. What other toys did we have as kids that I have? I mean, I say we. All 34 years old. I'm not 34. I'm much younger. Oh my god, Pogs. Oh, so many Pogs. And what did we even do with them? Like, I don't even know. I feel like they just disappeared one day. Like, probably into the garbage. Because they were just always everywhere. And there was supposed to be some game that you played where you had like the heavier Pog and they were supposed to flip some way. I knew nothing about that. I just wanted them all. And the containers, the plastic containers that you store them in. Memory all alone. I hate that song. Oh gosh, but you know what I mean. That's crazy. Oh my god, Pogs. I mean, Pokemon cards, obviously, but those, like, that never really went away. I was, like, hardcore into them, and didn't really understand. I didn't ever play the game, but I got the cards. Like, clearly I was just that sort of person. I got the Pogs, but I didn't play whatever game it was you were supposed to play. Same way with Pokemon cards, and then I think we sold them probably at a garage sale. And who would have known that I am just as, if not more, obsessed with Pokemon now than I was back then. Like Pokemon Go, I think Pokemon Go came out at a perfect time, for one. And I think that the concept behind it was so, I guess we'll say innovative. I mean, the whole augmented reality of it. But it came at, like, the time when that was very nostalgic for people of my age and around my age and whatnot. And believe it or not, Pokemon Go's actually been out for 5 years now, which is cray-cray to think about. Also cray-cray to think about is how many people still play it. including me. And the number of people that say to me, "Oh, I didn't know anybody still playing it." Oh, shut up. They gross an insane amount of money from that game. So people don't only play it, they pay to get add-ons and go to events like Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago. Tons of fun. Went to it. We went to an event in Philadelphia. We went to one in Montreal. We were planning on going to a couple more, but, you know, the pandemic happened. But it's so neat. Like, it's a neat experience. And sure, there's a bunch of people walking around on their phones trying to catch fictitious creatures, but I mean, we met people, we hung out with people. There's still a lot of person-to-person interaction that happens with it. So say what you want about Pokemon Go, I'm not listening. It's probably what I'm going to do after I'm done with this, and maybe eat some lunch. So judge away, Judy. Almost done with all our little runways here. One thing I'm going to need to get is like a little turntable so that when I'm done with these sets we can like do that slow-mo rotational. It'll be this angle obviously though. I love it. I love everything about this. Did anybody else, when they were growing up, have that, like, I don't know what there must have been a name for it, but it was like a set for marbles, where you basically make all of these tracks and things, and there were different parts, and, like, you drop the marbles into the top, and they spiral around, and in one thing, they, like, shoot into this funnel-type device, and they spin around it, and they go down. Played with those like all the time, and it was, you know, we would try to get them to jump as far as we could and get into the little funnel thing, and some of it was just how much noise can we possibly make. So I remember that from actually playing in our basement a million years ago, a lifetime. Oh, I went ahead and I didn't turn the page. Okay, good. Oops. But yeah, anybody else? Did anybody else have that marble thing? Did that have a name? Just marbles? Because I know marbles itself was a game. Is a game. You like try to, you have a shooter marble and you try to bounce a marble out of a circle or something, and then you win the marbles and the other kid cries or something. And then, you know, as far... Oh my god, hungry. I don't know if you're trying to say that's what I'm talking about, or you're just talking about the game. That wasn't what I was talking about. It's a different thing. But I do remember a lot of furiously playing Hungry Hippo, specifically with the neighbors that lived like down the street from us, like down the hill. I don't know why I remember playing it with them, but we did. I know we did not win that game. And I don't know why them hippos are so hungry all the time, or why they had an appetite for marbles. Those little tiny ones. Marble Run. Maybe. I mean, that sounds right. I'm gonna go to Google real quick. $100%, that's what it is. And I think ours was like a hand-me-down from someone, maybe? I don't even know. Are they still... It looks like they're still making this. See if there's a wiki page. That's not what I'm looking for. Neither is that. But yes, Marble Run is... What is this stuff? Marble Run is definitely the marble thing I was thinking of. And of course, we would put like all of them in at the same time and hope that they didn't get stuck somewhere or that the whole thing didn't fall apart. Because usually we built it too tall. I actually have a game now that my mom bought me not that long ago that has to do with marbles, but it's more of a like puzzle solving sort of game. That's actually pretty cool. We have an entire room in our house called the game room, which I would gladly show off, except right now it's a horde, much like the room behind me. Welcome to my life. But we have so many games, like collections of board games, and maybe even games for when you're not bored. Cue laugh track. I don't have it ready. Hold on. Stand by me. Alright, I think this will work. Try to get cue laugh track. Girl, I got all the toys. Like, it's stupid when I went through this setup. I know. It's a lot, but I'm happy with it. Like, I'm pretty proud of myself. So anyway, we've got the biggest assortment of games, and I honestly am sure that there's a decent number that haven't even actually been opened. For those times when all of the friends I don't have don't come over. And I can't even blame that on the pandemic. Like, there's games in there that I've had since before we even lived in this house. But if anybody ever, is looking for a game, we've got all sorts of different types. Some that are like learning and math-based and strategic, all sorts of different things. Should really have a game night at some point. And someday I'll figure out how I can live stream and play games with other people. And the problem is the video games that I normally play are like 1 or 2 player local games. Though I do have Mario Party, and I'm pretty sure that with Mario Party you can play that online with other people. So first I need to find other people who play Mario Party, and then we can set that up, because I think that would be a fun thing to do. Even if I had to move some equipment in the living room and have a whole bunch of us play it while other people are online, or whatever. Basically, I had a whole damn recording studio set up in the guest bedroom for most of the pandemic for various online meetings. If anybody ever needs any help with some AV stuff, I've got a lot. I've got some experience with it, so. Another look at how we're doing. We're getting there. Not many pieces left. I do have one comment about Lego, though. So I hope somebody from Lego is watching this and listening. The last time y'all made a Lego hospital was forever ago. Where, or ambulance? There was actually an there is an ambulance. I have it. Duh. But like, where's the representation? If you go on Lego's website, on the shop.lego.com website, and you go to Lego City, obviously because that's where the people live and work. You can actually sort now by like, what is it? Is it transportation? Is it another category? And there's a whole category for police and fire, and there is nothing to do with healthcare. So there's crime in Lego City, but ain't nobody getting hurt? What is that about? I get it. You know, we're the bastard child of the emergency services. But that's another place I would like to be represented. Police. So, Mr. Vice President of Design with your gay Legos, if you're watching me, if you're listening to this, if you listen to the clip or watch the clip of this that I'm going to post right to your twit. I'm going to try that again. Mr. Vice President of Design for Lego with your gay Lego set. If you're listening, if you're watching, if you happen to watch the clip that I'm specifically going to edit and post right to your Twitter account, the people want healthcare for their Legos. I mean, that's what the people want in general, but the Lego people want healthcare too. They want to know that somebody's going to be there. Even a doctor's office. I've never been to a doctor's office before, I don't think. A couple hospitals. I got a hospital, I want to say right before I became a paramedic. My mom actually got me a Lego hospital. It was built on this like awkward little hill. You know, back when, and I don't even know that they do that anymore, but like they had this special build plates that were like really thin plastic. And I don't know why the hospital needed to be on a hill. Probably just to make it more complicated for the ambulance to drive in. They built their entrance like Albany Med. But just like so few and far between when it comes to healthcare field related Legos. That makes me a little sad. But, you know, I do have, have a medical helicopter. There's definitely got some stretchers from like an ambulance set and things like that. So they have happened. It's just, it's clearly not a priority. And I don't know if that's because, you know, I don't know why. there was a question on Family Feud actually, regarding lights and sirens, and it was something along the lines of you hear and see lights and sirens. What do you expect to see or hear or something? And the number one answer was not a police car. It was not a fire truck. It was actually an ambulance. And I know nobody's going to believe me, because why would you? Why would that be the answer? But it was shocking. That was actually the number one answer, which is surprising to me. Again, because I think most people, when they think about emergency services, when they think about anything like that, it's, police, fire, a lot of things before we get to ambulance. Also some interesting information on the Everyone is Awesome Lego page, which that's what this set is called, that I'm building currently. If you're just joining, which I know you're not, because my viewer count hasn't changed this whole time. So for whoever is there, thanks for sticking with me. But there's the shop page, but there's also like a whole page that just talks about the set and the design of it. And I had, the one thing you never do is read the comments. The one thing I always do is read the comments. And just the comments from presumably the gays about, oh, that's great that, another company is just using the fact that it's Pride Month to make something into a rainbow so that we'll buy it. First of all, the shade. I wanted rainbow Legos, and I'm a gay, so mind your business. And just the number of people that said, well, what gay charities are you putting the profits towards, and what causes are you supporting with this particular set? And very tactfully, Lego came back at them with all of the groups and the projects that they support from the sale of every one of their sets. They work with Stonewall, and they work with various other US and European programs that are meant for work inclusivity and recognition and diversity. And they're all listed right on their Everyone is Awesome page. And I think that's great. I think the fact that they did it, they've always, or I can't say always, I don't know when they started, but the fact that they really had an answer before the question was even asked. Jumping way ahead again. It's fantastic, and it makes me appreciate them more for what they do for the community at large and for our community. But also, who are you to demand that somebody take their profits and put it towards something in particular? I get it. I do understand, like, it's Pride Month. That should be the focus. Should be, whatever sector of LGBTQIA inclusivity, diversity, awareness, whatever it is, let's work more towards that. But I also think when you see companies like MAC Cosmetics Lego, any number of them, and they change their logo to a rainbow. I can't say for sure, but I don't want to believe that it's just a marketing thing like, oh, look how gay we are, or look, we like the gays. It's also a recognition to us to say, we are here and we support you. I don't need anything more than that. Because there's plenty of individuals, there's plenty of companies, there's plenty of organizations that are not that. That is not who they are, that is not what they are, they will not stand for it. And I think it's hard to say, well, you should... I made a mistake. You should take all your profit and put it towards whatever. I think it's fantastic when they do. And I love and appreciate that. But the fact that they devoted Lego in particular, devoted one of the sets that they released to this. Which, it shouldn't be, but it's a controversial thing. So, yeah, maybe after this, their sales in some areas go down. Maybe some people won't buy Lego anymore. But by doing this, they've really shown that they're a diverse company. They promote diversity in everyone from child to adult. And damn it, they support it too. Like I said, if you go to if you Google Lego Everyone is Awesome, it'll come up. I don't know how to post links in these. I don't think I can anyway. But there's a lot to read there about how every day, regardless of Pride Month or not, they're supporting a diverse, inclusive workplace. Not only at Lego, but worldwide. This is the most I've talked continuously in a while, and my throat right now, girl. I need a lozenge. We almost done. This is the part of Lego that I hate, is the excitement of almost finishing something, but also the fact that it's almost done. Like, when it's done, it's done. And I'm not 8, 9, 10, 20 anymore, so I don't typically take them apart and put them back together, make them into other things. And this is when I'm very proud will not get taken apart, and I have to find some prominent place to display it that doesn't just get covered in everything else. But it's like that bittersweet moment when the building's over and you're proud of yourself for what you've accomplished, but at the same time, nothing left to build, which just feeds my addiction. So I go buy more, and then I build more, and then it makes me want to buy more and build more. Is that the scheme? Is that what they're doing? This little bit of euphoria? I'm chasing the Lego dragon? Oh, Lego dragons, those were a thing. So anybody that is watching now, or watching maybe when I'm not live streaming, those are a favorite Lego set you have or had when you're looking forward to? Did you ever play with Lego? Was that part of your life? Legit, sometimes I feel like it is my whole life. Like right now. Alright. Here we go. We're getting down to the final steps here. random, slightly more somber change in music. Also, I occasionally feel like those two ladies on SNL where they have the radio show and they're just talking to each other, and you know, sometimes their voice gets softer. That's who I feel like right now. The Lego version of that. Sometimes you wonder why they made the instructions the way they did. The pieces will go together. Anybody else used to take Lego pieces that were hard to get apart? Take them apart with their teeth. And a lot of Legos with teeth marks in them. And they're my teeth marks. Because this thing, this little tool jobby, that wasn't a thing. And I have these. That's why I couldn't have braces as a kid, because I was gonna bite the Legos apart. I'm kidding. I couldn't have braces as a kid because I was nerdy enough. Without them, I did not need to add to that. But also, I fully know I would have cracked them braces right off as soon as one little damn Lego got stuck to another one. Almost. Getting down to like the last couple steps here. I also plan on making sure this isn't a place where I see it every day. I can look at it when I walk by. So I think it's important, specifically for those of us that, you know, are part of the LGBTQIA+ community, to be proud all the time, be ourselves all the time. I kind of pride myself on being who I am, unapologetically, which, you know, doesn't always work out in my favor. But I know that I'm being genuine to who I am. And this is me. This is the me you're gonna get. You know, oh, we're going to the bar. I'm gonna throw some glitter on. I don't care what kind of bar it is. That's me. My personality changes kind of depending on the situation. I'm more of a introvert or an ambivert, depending on your definition. So honey, put me in front of a crowd. Give me a lip and a lash. But I like to be reminded every day that, well, I like to remind myself frequently, I guess I should say, that it's important for me to portray myself as honestly as I can and truthfully as I can, because not everybody feels comfortable doing that or is free to do that. So the fact that I feel comfortable and I am free to do that, I have to. I just have to live my life that way. Because, you know, maybe maybe you'll be the person that somebody sees and says they can do it. Or, you know, much like me seeing myself in a toy. You know, thinking about if this existed when I was younger. Maybe I would have been more comfortable as me and not felt like I needed to be someone else or, you know, try to change myself. So I'm gonna let this remind me that. So all that's left is the minifigs. Thanks for sticking with me. Glad to have you here. Proud of all of you. Proud of the people that you are. And you should be proud of you too. And much like much of the gay community, they're all touching each other's butts. Again, don't forget, if you can, Extra Life, extra-life.org. I'll post the links on all the videos as soon as I'm done. Try to raise, before the end of the summer, I want to raise at least $1,000 for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Also, don't forget that LegoCon just announced today, June 26th. I might play that video again because the soundtrack behind it is just, I think, just fun. If I could find the instrumental for it, honestly, I would just let it play in the background. And also, you can donate to me, an actual gay. One of the best causes that there is this Pride Month. If you want, I can even throw some glitter at you if you give me money. You're welcome. But here it is, we're done. Check out my Instagram @MedicDanny. Post some pictures on there. Be on my Facebook too for anybody that's on there. Close up with this camera too. So I'm obsessed with this. This is fantastic. Alright. Remember, be you, be honest with yourself, be true, be proud. And I hope you have a great